Um, okay, so I'll give you my thoughts on the game now. Now that the music's gone and stuff like that. Um, it's a good game. It's a very good game. Very, very, very good. One of the best games on the PS4 for sure. The best parts of the game are Jin. They did Jin really well, actually. Jin, the graphics and the photo mode, of course. Like, look at this. Just walking out into this is everywhere. And I really liked the story between Jin and Uncle Dad as well. I really like that story. I wish there was a little bit more to it if we saved him, but I can understand there not being. So that was really cool. Those are really good parts. The combat itself was also decent. I wouldn't say it was exceptional, but it was pretty decent. Duels were really cool as well, although they could have been better. So the really good parts were the environment, the world, the photo mode. Jin, I liked Jin's character. The haikus, I like things like that. They really did cool things to make the game feel full. And the story between Jin and his uncle, that was like that was the real story here. The story between Jin and his uncle. Now the weak parts, or the weaker parts of the game, I don't think they were necessarily weak, but they weren't strong, were Khotan Khan. He was really cool, and then they just didn't do anything with him. And in the end, it was very anticlimactic, and he wasn't, like, his study, he wasn't any different than any other Mongol, basically. The way they made him out was, it was just because, okay, well, look, he studied you and he did all this stuff and he's observing Jin and he doesn't kill Lord Shimura and he doesn't kill Jin, and you would assume he has some kind of plan going on there, but he lets Jin live and he lets Lord Shimura live and he just retreats. And there's nothing really, like, he was just another Mongol, basically. And he just talked well. That was it. Yeah, he didn't really do anything, which was fairly disappointing. The side stories, I did like all the characters, especially Kenji. I really liked Kenji. However, their interactions weren't as strong as I would have liked. With Masako, it was revenge, and that kind of ended well. With Sensei, it was, okay, Tomoe, and that ended a little bit strange. With Yuna, it was a little bit better, and it was like, okay, cool. And with Norio, I think Norio's story was probably the most unexpected. But at the same time, the last chapter was you just run in, and he's overcome the last part of the story by himself. Like, he just skips to the end kind of deal. Right? So that was a little bit interesting, slightly weird, but I think they might have run out of time with those things. Or something, but you know. The duels themselves, I almost wanted them to be more depth to them. I thought they were really cool, but I wanted them to almost be harder, and not harder in like a tedious way, but harder in like a mechanical way. Like add some type of combat or something like that. But they were good. They were really good. So everything was really good. This game isn't perfect by any means, but it's really, really good. So I usually don't give scores to anything, but in my mind, this game's like an 8.5, right? Really cool. There's a few quality of life things, like it is hard to change stances sometimes in the middle of combat, which is, I think, easy to fix. And I don't know. The becoming the ghost, I always was kind of hoping I could do everything with honor, but you can't. So, you know, this I think would be probably my game of the year. Probably. It was really good and really enjoyable to play. Right? There's a lot of good things they did with this game. I really like the stances. Like, I like how they... Like, this is Ishin's stance, which is really cool. And then there's a few things like this and stuff like that, which are also really cool. Did not like moon stance. Moon stance fucking sucks. But sword stance and water stance were really cool. With combat itself, there's a few timing issues. Like, I played this and I think I'm pretty decent at this stuff, but the spear timings were really, really abysmal, right? Just consistently the spear timings were difficult to deal with, right? Gear-wise, the armor sets, I liked everything. I liked the systems, although the progression kind of ended fairly early, but it's fine. It's like an open world game. So it's like I did everything really fast. I really like the photo mode. I like the variety and stuff like this as well. I wish they told me that when I completed an area, it would be completely unveiled, because then I wouldn't have used the fucking traveler set at all. Probably, by the way, I would have just waited for the map reveal and gone back and did everything, so it'd be more time effective, but that's fine. It was good. Very well designed. The world's well designed. The climbing holds, the horse, everything. Also, that moment with Nobu, I didn't really like. So, I think the main story I liked quite a bit, while the side stories and stuff were kind of not, right? What does that mean? Kazoodle, thanks for the 7 months, man. Stands the shape of the button? I don't know what that means, Markali. The bamboo, like, there's so many good things in this game. This game's really good. Yeah. I do wish that a few of the story elements were stronger, especially Khoton Khan, because he seemed so cool at the beginning and then he just did nothing. But yeah, that was it. You, me, and Vegas right now. We going gambling? Yeah? Is that what we're doing? What did you guys think? How do you like the review?